Starting November 12, 2017, customers on T-Mobile One, Simple Choice North America, or Legacy rate plans with a qualifying feature will receive unlimited talk, text, and data with a maximum of 5 GB of 4G LTE. After 5 GB of high-speed data is used in Mexico and Canada, or your high-speed data allotment is reached, whichever comes first, customers will stay connected with unlimited data at simple global speeds up to 128 kilobits per second for most plans, or 256 kilobits per second with T-Mobile One Plus. Usage example. See the following usage examples for reference. I have a U.S. high-speed data plan of maximum data available in Mexico, Canada. Example, use data before visiting Mexico, Canada. Example, high-speed data still available in Mexico, Canada. 4 GB unlimited data at simple global speeds. 2 GB, 2 GB, 6 GB, 5 GB unlimited data at simple global speeds. 2 GB, 4 GB, 10 GB, 5 GB unlimited data at simple global speeds. 6 GB, 4 GB unlimited without plus international. 5 GB unlimited data at simple global speeds. 4 GB, 5 GB on all T-Mobile plans. The small fraction of customers using over 50 GB MO may notice reduced speeds until the next bill cycle due to data prioritization. Facts. Why is T-Mobile making this change? Mobile without borders is an incredible benefit and allows customers to stay connected when traveling in Canada and Mexico. In order to prevent usage beyond the intent of the product, we implemented a limit on the amount of monthly 4G LTE data. Less than 1% of people with this benefit travel to Mexico and Canada use over 5 GB a month. After 5 GB of high-speed data is used in Mexico and Canada, or your high-speed data allotment is reached, whichever comes first, customers will stay connected with unlimited data at simple global speeds up to 128 kilobits per second for most plans, or 256 kilobits per second with T-Mobile One Plus. What if I travel to both Mexico and Canada in one billing cycle? Is it 5 GB per country or between the two combined? If you are on an unlimited plan, your 5 GB of high-speed data is shared between Canada and Mexico. If you travel to both countries in the same billing cycle, you have as much as 5 GB to use between the trips. If you are on a legacy plan with a high-speed data maximum, i.e. 4 GB, 6 GB, 10 GB, your data allowance is shared across US, Mexico, and Canada, but you only have up to 5 GB high-speed data in Mexico and Canada combined. For example, if you have 4 GB high-speed data total and you use 2 GB in the US, you have another 2 GB high-speed data to use in Mexico and Canada. If you have 10 GB high-speed data total and use 2 GB the US before heading over the border, then you still only have up to 5 GB high-speed data in Mexico and Canada combined. After 5 GB, you will still have unlimited data at simple global speeds up to 128 kilobits per second or 256 kilobits per second if you have One Plus. You can use your remaining 3 GB high-speed data when you return to the US. What if I need more than 5 GB 4G LTE data when traveling in Mexico and Canada? T-Mobile customers never pay data overages. If you manage to use up your 4G LTE data, you automatically stay connected with unlimited data at simple global speeds up to 128 kilobits per second for most plans and 256 kilobits per second for One Plus. Customers on postpaid T-Mobile One plans can also add T-Mobile One Plus International for an additional charge and get unlimited high-speed LTE in Mexico and Canada. How can I track my 4G LTE data usage in Canada and Mexico? If you are on an unlimited high-speed plan, T-Mobile will send you an alert at 80% and 100% of your 4G LTE data limit while traveling in Canada and Mexico. Customers can also check overall data usage by dialing the short code WEB on your T-Mobile device. What are my calling and texting benefits when traveling in Mexico or Canada? Unlimited calling and texting while traveling in Mexico or Canada is included at no extra charge. I happen to live in a bordering city to Canada or Mexico and often pick up those networks. What does this mean for me? You will be alerted via text when you are roaming on Canadian or Mexican networks. If you don't want to use these networks, we recommend turning off roaming in your phone settings unless you are actually traveling there. This will limit your phone to US network coverage. Will my data stash still be available in Canada and Mexico? You will now not be able to use your data stash in Canada and Mexico. However, you will still be able to accrue data stash data while in Canada and Mexico. What are my benefits in other countries where you currently offer free data roaming? T-Mobile offers unlimited text and 2G data in over 140 countries and destinations. Please see https://www.tmobile.com. Optional services roaming.html for the latest list around the world with Simple Global on qualifying postpaid plans. Calling rates within and between these countries is 20 cents per minute. Calls from these countries back to the US are also 20 cents per minute.